the app. So today we're planning to explain to you what it takes to be a perfect featured show guest, why you should be on a feature show, and other things like that. So put a one in the comments if you've ever been a guest in a featured show. A guest. A lot of people have been guests. Okay. Okay. Put a two in the comments if you think you would want to be a guest on the show. It's a little nerve wracking, but it's okay. So a few people who are interested in being on a show. But you may be sitting here thinking, I don't know yet, because I don't really know what it entails. So I'll hold off and give you my answer later. Okay. Not to worry. I am going to help you guys out with a lot of information. Okay. So first things first, now we know the feature show is. Next, we want to know, how can you get on a feature show? Why would it be beneficial to even be on a show? Let's say you're new on the app, you're trying to meet some new people, you want to expand your networking. The reason to go on a feature show would be a really good idea is because you meet new people. Depending on the audience of what the show is about, there's tons of people that are going to be in the show that can potentially meet you for the first time, favorite you, come and check out your stream later. Even if you're not a streamer, doesn't mean you can't do a show. You can do a show if you're not a streamer. But it is a great opportunity to really get to party planning. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Sorry, that was exciting. So sorry. If you have a feature show, you should not react to the gifts. That is not okay. But this is a party planning show, so that gift was amazing. Sorry, I'm not gonna hold you. I was here for that one. That was perfect timing. Everybody, fave troll, who just sent us the party gift. So cute. Okay, back to the show. Welcome to Same Thing with Child Baby. We're talking about planning to be a perfect feature show guest. Okay, guys. Okay, so you want to get on the show. Why do you want to get on the show? You want to get your faves up, right? Everyone that's a streamer needs to have, if you want to be a top badge, you got to have 5,000 favorites. Even if you don't want to be a top badge, the more people that have you faves, the more opportunities for people to come into your stream, the more people that can potentially support you and help to grow your stream. So there's no harm, no foul in having as many faves as possible. As a matter of fact, if you're in my stream and you see someone that's in here that you don't have faves, type that person's name in the comments and let them know that you just faved them. And if you see your name in the comments, make sure you fave the person that types your name. It's all about fave. We gotta get everybody gotta get your faves up. Okay. The next thing, okay, how many feature shows are there? Like, if you guys had to guess. We got a 100, a lot. 200, 325, 50. It is a lot. There's a lot of shows. And I wish I had the accurate number, but I want to say the last I was told there was 376 shows across all platforms, which is insane. It's a lot of shows. It's a lot of shows. So yeah, no, seriously, that's between all of the platforms, including no, there are, like, you got to think about it. There's about, yeah, seriously, there's about 12 shows almost per day, and that's just on this app. You got to think about tags, and then there's Kick. They're all on the same, like, based on the same platform. Okay, so there's about 376 shows. All right, so you know about feature shows, so you got to figure out what you're into. So let's say, what is your number one interest? Just put in the comments something that you like to do for fun. Like, you like to travel. Okay, crewmate. I love that you said travel. There's a show on this app, comes on Friday mornings, I want to say about 6 a.m. Her name is Brookie. She's from the UK. No, she's from Australia. Her show is about traveling. Jackie likes art. Jackie crafting with Cajun. There's painting with Mia. There's another painter. There's quite a few people on the show that do arts, crafting. Let's see. I'm into you. Perfect. Hoop, you're already here. Here I am. Hoops is into basketball. No, there's a show on this app. There's Dale, Sports with Dale. There's also on Tag, there's a show, Sports with Venom. So they talk about basketball, they talk about football. You like dance. There's a show today. Her name is Katie B. She has a dance show. Travel again. We just talked about that. Dust, we don't do that on live. We're not gonna be able to help you with that. Swimming. Kate Williams, I don't know of a show that's about swimming, but it sounds exciting. So I think this would be a great opportunity maybe for you if you're really interested in swimming, finding out a way that you can incorporate swimming into a show, an idea, and maybe we should create a show about swimming. I like what you did there, Kate. I like it. Talk about medical health. Medical health or mental health? Medical health? Um, I don't know if there is a show that has to do with medical health. I could be wrong. I don't think there is. There's definitely one about mental health for sure. We there is Dr. Marissa. She is a marriage family counselor and she does a show about mental health. It's amazing. I've actually done her show. Okay. Um Dancing, yes, dancing with Katie B today. Yes, absolutely. You like comedy, Troll. There's a couple of comedy shows. You should know that you had a comedy show. It was called Blank Trolls Blank Out. Now it's now called Coco's Blank Out. You have Thursday nights tonight. You have improv with Role Model Fresh, heavy on the comedy. So muscle cars. I don't know any. I don't think there's a show about cars. Again, that's a great idea. Could potentially, get in there. Let's see. Am I miss cooking? Oh my gosh, there's a cooking show. Uh, what is it called? Plate. It's Holly. Her name is Holly, and it's called Pretty Plates. I think, but it's today. It comes on today. Her name's Holly. She has a beautiful plates. Yes, perfect. Um, Hoop is wanting to know about a show called I didn't see Hoop's question. It may have blurted out. I apologize. Um, but yes, again, thank you guys so much for being here for Thursday with Travel. We're talking about what it takes to be on a feature show, to be a guest on a show. Okay, now that we know there's so many shows that fit all of the things that you guys are talking about, it was situations. There used to be a show called Situationships with Mans, TSA Mans, My Mans. Heartbreaking. He doesn't do the show anymore. I feel a way about it. But let's move on. Bad advice. Yes, I have a show Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock about bad advice. That's neither here nor there. Okay. So, all right. So you've heard me name off just off the top of my head about 20 shows. So if you're interested in something, I guarantee you there's probably a show for you on this app. If you want to be on the show, you're probably thinking it's really tough. They probably won't let you on. Trust me, you're wrong. One thing I can tell you about a host, we're always looking for guests. Always. So never feel like because you're not well known or you don't even know the person who's hosting the show that you can't reach out to them and say, hey, I love crafting and I hear that you have a crafting show. I would love to be on your show. Do not be nervous. We love that. Come to our stream, put in the comments, hey, Cajun, I hear there's a crafting with Cajun on Tuesdays. How can I get on that? And Cajun will be like, oh, no problem. She'll get you booked right up. So it's amazing, right? Okay, so that's the easiest way. A lot of the show hosts have admins, and an admin is someone that helps them book the shows. So they can point you in the direction of their admin, and you can get on the show. I promise you guys, it's very easy. We're always looking for guests. Okay. So let's say you don't have a feature show, but you have a show idea and you're not that well known, but you feel like if enough people knew about your show, they would potentially come, right? Like it sounds like fun, but no one knows about it. There's not a banner, but I want people there. Well, if you go to the live feature, do you see right up here where that little calendar is? If you click that calendar, you can actually add your own shows to that calendar. You can hit this little plus sign over here and you can create your own show. You can put your show on here. People will see it. And if they want to go to it, they can hit this little, let me find a show that I want to go to. Okay, right here. More has a show, Forgiveness Project, the Forgiveness Culture. I'm going to hit this little bell and it's going to notify me when his show is going to come on. So you can do this for yourself, even if you're not a featured show. You can still have people come to your show. Okay. So now, do you guys understand that? Put a 1 in the comments if you knew about the calendar before I showed you that. Texas knew about the calendar. Have you ever put anything in the calendar? Okay, a couple of you knew about it. No, you never put it. Okay. Where's the calendar? Okay. If you go to the live tab, again, go to the live tab. It's right up here at the very top, that little square calendar. If you click it, you can add shows or you can review it and see what other shows have been on here. Yeah. And it's only good for a week. So it shows you for today to up to the next 7 days. And depending on your level, depends on how many shows you can put into the calendar each week. I have the ability to do a show per day, but depending on your level, you can do between 1 and 7 shows a week. Okay, so who's going to start using the calendar? Anyone? Hoop is going to start using it. Trista. It doesn't work for me. Goldie, after the show, I'll walk you through it to see if we can figure it out, love. Okay. You're welcome. No problem. Okay. So who's excited about feature shows? Put a 1 in the comments if you're excited about the feature shows. Put a 1 in the comments if you're excited about the feature shows. Okay, guys, another thing I want to point out. On a feature show, your friends may come into your stream, right? And you want to say, "Bad gal, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you." You want to sing a song for them to let them know that they're like, you're excited. You want to like thank them for the gifts that are just flowing. Wait a minute. Whoa. Were there gifts that I didn't see happening? What happened? Wow. How that okay. Okay. You want to speak to your friends, but because it's a feature show, you can't. And that's okay. Your friends have to be understanding and know that you can't always speak to them, but it's definitely love, for sure. Okay, so now you guys know how the calendar works, and you know how you can be on the show. So let's say you want to participate in a feature show, but you're a little shy. You're not quite ready for the limelight. You don't really want to be on the show, but you want to be a part of the show. What can you do? Well, if you look at the comments, you see Goldie. She just typed in the comments, "Welcome to Save Day with Travel Bay. Planning to be the perfect featured guest. Hit the star, fave the host, gifts are appreciated." You see Troll just sent a wheel. Those are, and you see Hoop just put a comment in the caption. Somebody's holding the hearts. All of these things are also helping the featured show, because as a feature show host, there are certain measurements that the app looks at that makes them know if they should continue to allow our shows to be featured. How many people come to the show? How many people stay? How many gifts does the host receive during the show? Are people engaging in the show? Are people favoring the host? All of those things are very, very helpful for a feature show. Okay? All right. So moving on. Let's say you've made it through the round of reaching out. You said, "Hoops, I want to be on your show. I'm nervous, but I think I'm ready to be on your show, Hoops. I got some talent and I'm ready for the people to see it." Okay. So now, what should you do before the show? There's a couple of things you should do. Any host that's getting themselves together, that's, being prepared, will have a flyer. It may or may not have your picture, but they will have a flyer. If you haven't received your flyer, you should ask for it. Hey, like, is there a flyer? Can I repost something? You should, if you're going to be on a show, you want to post it. You want to advertise it. You want to talk about it in your stream. You want to make sure that your friends are coming to the show with you. When you pull up, you want everybody that supports you to pull up as well. So first things first, before the show, how can you prepare? Post a flyer. Before it's time, you want to start getting ready for the show. By getting ready, I mean actually getting yourself prepared. You want to make sure you look nice. You want to make sure there's good lighting. You want to make sure you're somewhere where it's quiet. You don't want to be in a car. You don't want to be in a dark space. You can't do a black screen. No bonnet. You want to make sure, the kids are not, in the background. The dog's not barking insane. All those things. You want to make sure that when the show starts, you're actually going to be in camera and able to be a really good guest for the show. There's nothing that makes a host more crazy than a guest popping in the box and they're not being prepared, or the lighting is horrible. I can barely see you. The sound is horrible. Your Wi-Fi is in and out. So there's things you can do to prepare to make sure that when you hop in the box, you are ready. Okay. So don't worry, guys. If you have questions, we're going to let you guys ask questions at the very end. But I think you guys are kind of getting the gist of this. Okay. Something else that you need to do is make sure you know what the show is. Let's say somebody reaches out. Hey, Cajun, Travel Bay needs a guest for Thursday, and for Save the Date, can you be on the show? Sure, Cajun says, absolutely. Cajun shows up Thursday at 2 o'clock, hops in the box, and I'm like, do you have your stuff? What stuff? The stuff for the show. Like, you have to know what you're signing up for. Don't agree to be on a show that you have no idea what it is. I have a show called Time to Sing. You should, if you're not sure what the show is, ask. Like, hey, well, I don't know what the show is about. Can I come this week and watch it and then next week be a guest? Or don't just ask to be on a show when you don't actually know what it is. Like, you want to listen, there's someone in the comments. His name is Emoji J. Emoji J, if you could comment, he records probably half the shows on this app. He records the shows for us. He always has footage. If you fave him and go to his Instagram, all of these shows are on his Instagram. He admins for a lot of these shows. If you see a show on his Instagram that you think looks cool, say, hey, whose show is this? I want to be on the show. He can help direct you in the right direction, get you on the show. He's amazing. So there's always video clips to show you what the show is about. Because there's nothing worse than you getting to a show, realizing you have no idea what you signed up for, and then you're looking in the box looking like OMG. And it's the worst timing because you're in this featured box during this featured time with all of these eyes on you, and you're missing a great opportunity to really land some big support on this app. So think about it. If you're prepared and you're amazing and you're funny and people see your personality, think about the number of people that are going to fave you compared to you not being prepared. So it's very, very important. Hoop, if you have a question, perfect. If you will just pin that question and then we'll get to it. I appreciate it. Should you read comments as a featured guest? So that's actually a really good question. If the question actually pertains to what we're talking about, absolutely. Because you got to keep in mind when you're doing a feature show, it's almost like a podcast as well. Because think about it, some people are listening and they have no idea what the comments are saying. So if you are going to answer a question, you need to make sure you kind of read the question out loud. So if someone's listening, they actually know what you're answering. But if someone's in the comments, they're just like making a general statement, who took your millie, when's your auction, or something like that, you don't want to answer those questions. But if it's pertaining to the actual topic, absolutely. Okay, if you're just walking in, welcome to Save Day with Travel Bay. We're talking about planning to be the perfect featured guest for a show. Don't worry, I'm going to have you guys prepared. Before you know it, you're all going to be ready to take the feature shows by storm. Okay, now I asked a couple of my friends to give me some pointers on things to tell you guys that makes things that could really help you. I'm going to read the list off. It's not that long. It's pretty quick. Number 1, be on time. Nothing is more nerve-wracking than looking for your guest. You're on the show, they're not in the comments, you trying to text your friends, where's so-and-so, you're inboxing people on IG trying to find them. If you're on the show, as soon as you arrive, put a comment in the comment. Just type something. Send a rose so they see you. That automatically is going to put the host at ease. They're like, whew, thank God. Queen is here. I don't have to stress out. The show can go on. Or simply request the box. But the only reason why I would say hold off on the box is just sometimes if you don't want to be put in the box before it's too early. So I would say come in and just speak. Hi, Travel, I'm here. Make sure you're seeing the comments so the host can be calm and know that you're there. That's the main thing. Number 2, look your best. It's a feature show. You're going to be in the box. Chances are, literally between the beginning and the ending of the show, at least 1,000 eyes should touch you. It's very important to make sure that you look presentable. You want people to see you, fave you, and check you out. Okay. Number 3, be fun, have energy, like be engaging, be great, be great. Like nothing beats. Oh my God, it's the worst when a guest comes in a box and they're like, I don't know. Like everything is just boring. It's not exciting for anyone that's there. You're losing people. So you want to come in and you want to be fun. And I'll tell you guys another secret. So we have this database, right, for feature shows. And when we have guests that are amazing, we put you guys in this database. We say Goldie was on the show. She was on time. She was presentable. She was hilarious. 5 out of 5 stars. If you need a guest, reach out to her. This is her app name. This is her Instagram. And now you're in a database where people know you are a good guest. If you're late, if you're not presentable, if you're not doing the job, you also get found in the same in the same database. Do not recommend. 1 out of 5 stars. Do not do it. So, and this is to help feature. This is to help us because we're always, like I say, we're always looking for guests. So it's just a way for us to kind of have a little list of people. If it's last minute somebody cancels, it's just a pool of place that we can pull somebody from. So it's amazing. Uh, Chris Casper will contact you about your performance as well. Facts. Okay. Next, you want to, if you have to cancel, and listen, it's not the end of the world. This app is amazing, but there's a lot that happens outside of this app. We know you guys are parents. We know you guys have jobs. We know you guys have lives outside of this app. Things do happen. So if you have to cancel, for me, the biggest thing you can do for your person that's whose show you're going to be on is find a replacement. Let's say it's a game show and you can't make it. Who do you know that's equally as amazing as you that could probably fill in? So now I don't have to feel bad by saying, Julie, I can't do top bad squares, but don't worry. Epsy is available and she already is ready. She's going to be there. She's going to fill in for me. Fine. There's no issue with that. So no, it's okay if you have to cancel. Don't do it last minute. Don't wait till the show starts and then message the person on Instagram because 9 times out of 10 they're not looking at their Instagram, and don't cancel like last minute. It's kind of crazy. So that's one thing for sure. Follow instructions. If Julie says get back in the box, get back in the box. Like we don't want to have to keep saying the same thing. Like if we say your time to be on the show is going to be 1:30 to 1:35, be at the show at 1:30 to be there. Like it's very simple, like because we want to make everything run very smoothly. We can't really rehearse these things, but we want to make it run as smoothly as possible. All right. Outside of that, be enthusiastic, smile, be engaging, invite your friends to show up, and just have a good time. Use the time that you're on this feature show to really highlight your personality, because the ideal is, even if you just gain 10 favorites, maybe those 10 people will be 10 new people that are going to support you on stream. And who doesn't need that? We all love a good support. Okay, your guest no-nos. If you're on a feature show, don't read the comments. I'll say this again. If you're on a feature show, do not read the comments. They're not there for you. They're not there to support you. They're there to have a good time. It's like a hangout spot. Everyone's in the comments having fun. A lot of times there's a lot of jokes being made. They have nothing to do with you, or they could, but it's all in fun. So just be on the show, be present, and talk to the host. You don't have to don't worry about the comments. It's not that serious. Not showing up is definitely a no-no. If you don't show for a show, you just don't know how many that can really look bad for you. And people talk, so definitely don't want to do that. Try to be on time, and definitely always be prepared. Okay. I feel like at this point, you guys are sitting here thinking, oh my God, I want to sign up for every feature show on the app. Put me in there, travel. Put me in there. I know it. I can sense it. I feel it that you guys are ready to be featured guest. Am I right or am I right? Sign me up. Who is ready? Who else is ready to be on the show? Godie's ready. Period. Still Your Girl is ready. Hoops is ready. Queen Lala, it's a lot. Listen, it's a lot. There's a lot of people here that put me in, coach, that are ready to be on a featured show. So you're, again, we talked about the shows that we have, and you guys are probably thinking, well, I don't know these people. I don't know who they are. How do I meet them? Where am I going to connect with them at? Don't worry. I got you, boo. Okay, so I've invited 6 of my friends who have feature shows to come, got to meet you guys. And they're going to introduce themselves. They're going to give you guys a quick rundown of what their show is about. And if you guys want to be on the show, make sure that you let them know in the comments, message them on IG, and we're going to get you guys on some shows. So first up, we have Dimples. Dimples, I'm going to bring into the box, boo. She said, we have 6. Yes, we have 6 confirmed. Hello.
Happy
Hi, Dimples.
Hi.
How are you, love?
Amazing.
Great. Okay, so if you would introduce yourself, let us know about your show.
Okay.
Give us the quick rundown of it, and let us know typically what do you look for in a guest on your show.
Okay. Happy Thursday, everyone. My name is Top Badge Dimples. I'm super excited. I have a featured show called The Daily Dish with Dimples. It's every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Daily Dish with Dimples is all about the fact that we spend so much time here that we miss out. We miss what's going on. So the Daily Dish does talk about celebrities. I talk about celebrity gossip, juice, and what's going on with them. It typically ends up being conversations, but I also talk about things that's trending. Hey, some people pass away, what's going on in the world. So I talk about things that are trending as well. What I look for in people and guests is just the wanting to be on the show, to have the good energy, to wanting to be there, or sometimes I spotlight new streamers. So I'm super excited about that because, yeah.
Queen Lala said she's a celebrity blogger. Hello, guest. Hello, host.
Oh, definitely.
How many guests do you typically have on your show per show?
So typically, I would say about 3.
Okay.
My format has typically been talking about topics that are dealing with celebrities and engaging the audience, engaging the guest about particular things because they're real life people too. So they go through their what they go through, but they're real life people. So I talk about things that are going on with celebrities. May give it's almost like Wendy Williams, but better because she lost her show.
Heaven and Dimples is definitely not losing her show. Get into it. Okay. So it's Mondays at
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got it. All right. Yeah. So what has been your most memorable guest? Like what made them stand out the most?
You know what? One of the most memorable was probably Chris Casper because he's, one of them was Chris Casper that I can think of. He was he's always the one asking questions. So to ask him the questions, stuff like that, and he's super shy. So, if you talk to him about his eyes or whatever, he's hiding behind the camera. So yeah, I love talking with him. I loved having Top Badge DJ Joey Crack on there before he got Top Badges. You have people that you invite that, hey, you have them on one time, they may not have their Top Badge, or then they'll come back another time and have their Top Badge. So that is one of them. I say I loved having Smurfy. My first feature show had Top Badge Smurfy and Top Badge Chrissy the Don. So I think, when like my close friends have Top Badges. So my first show was amazing because I had an opportunity to have my Top Badge sisters. So that was some of the memorable shows.
Okay, and now on the flip side, tell me tell me 1 or 2 things that have happened that you've had guests on that just made the show like not what it should have been.
Travel Bay, I'm telling you, listen, you was reading my mind. When you was talking, I was like, dang, watch, when someone give the answer and be like, dang, she took my answer. Dang, she took my answer. Well, when you read the comments, reading the comments is not the thing to do because you'll get caught up. So I've had guys come in and you lose sight of the conversation. So definitely read in the comments because it distracts them. It could distract me. Like as a featured show hostess, like we have to look at the comments and pay attention. So I don't think everyone has that knack or the ability or that capability. So probably that and just maybe being nervous if someone's not on time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We're like, oh my gosh, where are they? So I think being on time and reading those guests can really like shock the world, because they'll start a whole other conversation, or don't have someone not agree what they're saying or call them out. Now their energy's in the comments.
Right. Facts. Absolutely. Okay. So listen, guys, the Daily Dish with Dimples. Okay, listen, I need at least 10 people from this show to be there on Monday. And I'm gonna be looking.
Yes.
So who's going to the Daily Dish with Dimples on Monday at 2 p.m.?
Yes, Travel Bay. Thank you, Top Badge Travel Bay. Thank you so much for being here. I am always going to continue to show Top Badge, the Daily Dish with Dimples. I have an auction. It's the top. Speaking of Top Badges, I will be in the Top Badge auction this Saturday at 8:15. I'm super excited. Thank you for having me anytime, all day.
Dimples. Thank you,
Yes,
love.
thank you. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you, Travel Bay.
Okay, don't forget, guys, Monday, 2 p.m. EST, the Daily Dish with Dimples. Get her on Instagram because sounds like your thing. All right, thank you, love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, next, guys, we have more. He's gonna hop in the box and we're gonna tell you guys about his show. And then after him, we got a couple other people. So stay tuned. I got quite a few feature hosts that are coming in. If you're just walking in, welcome to Save Day with Travel Day. We're talking about being a featured guest on a feature show, talking about what makes the guest amazing, things that you can do to be proactive, to make sure that you're doing the best that you can to make sure that the show is successful. We're just waiting on more to hop in the box. There he is. All right.
My bad. I thought I had already requested.
Oh, no problem, love. Okay, so tell us about your show.
So I have a show every Wednesday called Pet Profiles, and wait, what year is it? Y'all help me out. Take that back. I host a show. I know, right? No, that was so 2021, y'all. I'm sorry. No, on a real note, my name is Mor Mizarab, and I host a show every Wednesday called Forgiveness Culture, where we have guests who come on the show every week and share a story about a time that they were hurt or they were betrayed or something that happened in their life, a trauma they went through, and their journey towards forgiving that person who hurt them. The goal of this show, the reason I started this show, so I know there's a lot of people who are hurting on this app. There's a lot of people who are just hurting in life in general. And I think that through hearing other stories of people who have, were able to let go of the hatred, let go of the toxicity, let go of the emotional baggage that unforgiveness kind of weighs on us. Hopefully that can inspire some people to kind of explore forgiveness in their life and hopefully take a step towards healing and take a steps towards being whole again and taking their power back.
Right. And it's an amazing show. I was actually on his show last night. It was my second time doing it. It is one of those shows. Know how a lot of the stuff on this app is like super fun and lighthearted, but his show is one of those real life type shows. Like, it's amazing. So do you do your own booking or do you have someone else that does it for you?
Oh no, I do everything. Okay.
Yeah, so wants to be on your show, they can just reach out to you.
Reach out to me on Instagram. The show is, thank you, Gil. The show is not for everybody. So we need to make sure that you've tackled the forgiveness part, because a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, my ex cheated on me, or my best friend stabbed me on the back. This person, abused my kids, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. What about the forgiveness part? And they're like, basically they just want to get on camera and trash their ex for 30 minutes. I'm like, well, it's not really the point of the show. Actually, it's kind of the opposite, kind of like the direction. So
So before your show, we had a phone call. And was that the reason you do that phone call, to make sure that the forgiveness component is actually there?
Well, yes and no. For you, I just wanted to get, because I know that I almost always do like a 3-minute phone call or so, because I kind of want to get like the outline of what the show is about, and what the story is about and who it entails. That way, because some guests need a little bit more kind of, prompts and direction than others. And so if I need to kind of interject myself during, some people like you, I mean, you got a great story, you just get on there and you tell your story and it's amazing, it's powerful. Some people need a little bit more bringing out of it. Not all guests are created equally. So I like to have just like a rough idea of what I'm working with, and I let the meat of the story kind of be organic once they're on the stream.
Facts. Okay. So, guys, if you have a story that you feel like would be very helpful to someone else to hear, something that you've endured that you were actually able to forgive the person for, you guys need to hit more with the favorite. You need to check out his stream. He's amazing. He's a vibe. Hit him up on Instagram. Let him know that you want to be on his show, because I'm telling you that show it's Wednesday nights at 10, right? 10 p.m.
Yes, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. You can hit me up on Instagram, More Miserable, all one word, just basically like my name is spelled, just all one word. Yeah, and we have all different kinds of guests. You ain't got to be a top badge. You ain't even really got a streamer. We had someone recently on the show who had special needs.
Okay.
And they needed a little bit more kind of help getting through their story. They had a speech impediment. We still got through the show. It still was an amazing story. So you don't have to be, big deal. You don't have to be someone like, you don't even have to be a streamer. The whole point of this show is that I want people to hear our guests speak and think, wow, if Travel Bay was able to forgive this person, then maybe I can forgive my mom. Or if Jilly or whoever was able to forgive, their ex, maybe I can finally let that go too. And maybe I can finally claim my power back.
Thanks. All right. Well, thank you, More, for being on the show. You guys, make sure I hit him. His show is the Forgiveness Culture, right?
Forgiveness Culture, yeah.
10 o'clock Wednesday nights. Hit him with the favorite. Make sure you guys hit him on Instagram. I'm expecting to see some of you guys on the show, and make sure you send me a flyer when you're on there, because I want to hear your stories. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, up next we have, it's Fever Diva. I already know. It's the feature host already in the box for me. Get into it, y'all. If you're just walking in, welcome to Say They with Trial Base. Sorry, I can't speak to all you guys if you're coming in, but thank you so much for being here. We're talking about featured shows and being a featured guest, and I'm introducing you guys to my friend Fever Diva, who's going to tell you about her show.
So my show is Fine Arts with Fever. It is, we talk about pretty much anything that can be art related.
Okay.
We did a whole show on the evolution of the selfie in the last season, and it was pretty much the evolution of the camera and the first self-portraits and things like that. So while I love to have guests with lots and lots of musical talent and painting talents and things like that, I also want guests that can share like their journey to their craft, right? Like, how did you learn to play the guitar? Not necessarily get up here and play a whole bunch of songs for us. So it's all of the work and the labor that goes into the art that we create. And right now, like, you can kind of see it, or I'm looking around my room and it's all art that I or my daughter have painted and things like that. So
and what day and time is your show?
My show is Sundays, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We will be returning for season 3, September 11th, with September 11th inspired art.
It's season 3 for me.
We've been doing it a while, so.
What do you? So typically every show, how many guests do you normally have?
So I can fill every box that I can possibly fill. I like to have more guests, especially when they're all. Especially one of the shows that I did was called 88 Keys, and it was 3 piano players that actually knew each other in real life. They played together, and we talked about building. So I have part of my show is PBS special. So we watched a video on how they build Steinway pianos and things like that. So they got to kind of talk about what that was like, watching and understanding the instrument that they play. But I had 3 piano players in the box, and they each kind of riffed. We played a game. I held up cards or gave them a word, and they would play music based on how they felt, or sing a song based on the picture that they saw. So
love it. Okay. So tell me, I mean, the 3 piano players sounds like an amazing show. Can you think of another example of a guest and what made them such a great guest?
So I have had Mojo on my show at least 3 times.
Okay.
Mojo is great because, one, he is multifaceted when it comes to his talents. Also, we did a mental health special where we kind of talked about, you know, art imitating life, and he just kind of shared how music helped him navigate some tough times for himself. So, you know, because that's kind of why I do a lot of what I do. It's to navigate some of the other stuff. So he's been a really great guest, but it also because he's flexible, right?
Okay.
So, you know, giving Mojo a topic and saying, I want to talk about this, and not having to be that person to pull everything out and constantly asking questions and things like that. I feel like sometimes you get guests that just want you to give them the content,
Hmm.
and it's helpful when your guest can go with the flow, but
Right.
also add to. So I may ask a question and like, oh well, you know, let me tell you about this. So now it just keeps the thing flowing, and it's more of a conversation than an interview.
Right. Okay. And speaking of that, give me an example of a guest that you had on that made this particular experience not very good.
I've actually had really great guests, and I think a lot of it is because I have them come to the show before I ever put them on there. Because a lot of times, oh, I sing, I want to be on your show.
Hmm.
That's great, but you're not just gonna come on the show and sing. Like I have to make it. I had a show called Sing where we talked about all the different vocal ranges you could possibly be in, and then we had people sing in their range and kind of pinpoint where they are. So, you know, for me, it's just I want you to be there. I want you to see what we do. It's not a showcase. It's not a competition. It's more let's really talk about the art and dive into the art and how it works for you, how you got into it, the craft of it, the study of it. We've had D Strings on there, and he talked about his education in his instrument, not just oh I picked it up and I was good at it, so I kept playing.
Right. Okay. So it's Sundays at 5 p.m. EST. Fine Arts and Fever. If you and I saw some of y'all say y'all were interested in this type of thing. So hit the Fever with the favorite. Hit her up on IG. Do you admin for yourself or do you have someone that helps you?
I usually vet my own guests.
Okay. So message her on IG. Get in there. I'm looking forward to seeing somebody from this stream on her show very, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fever. I appreciate you. Okay, guys. Up next we have West Side in the box. Okay. I'm going to bring in West Side. And after West Side, we have Hoops that's already in the box. And I see Holly in the comments. And then we have Roma. Hi, West Side. How are you, love?
Hey, thank you for having me. My bad, y'all. I'm out right now, but I appreciate y'all having me.
Okay. So
It's
if
bad.
you would just tell them about your show, the day and time, and let them know how they can get in contact with you if they want to be on it.
Okay. Yeah, I have a my feature show is Fridays at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's called Put It in Words. And it's a show where I let people showcase their talent. I don't care if you're a storyteller, a musician, whatever you are, come on the show and put it in words. So I get people to take a couple bars or a couple sentences like Aisha, Top Badge Aisha last week. She actually did a whole chapter from her book, read, and then put it in words what it means to you. You know what I mean? What made you, what made that connect with you? And Emoji J, he does my admin for the show. So it's a real fun show, and I'm a musician myself. If y'all want to look me up, West Side Story, and that's what made me come up with the show. Just based off my love for music.
Okay, love it. So is it only? It's not just about music. You said it's about more than music.
hmm Just any creator, any kind of creators. Mostly as musicians and storytellers. So, I mean, people that write books and stuff. That's
Okay.
mostly.
So do you do one guest per show?
I do three.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, y'all see Emoji J. I'm gonna meet you real fast. Y'all see Emoji J in the comments. He does the admin for West Side, and his show is on
Friday at
Friday.
11. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have a late show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, guys, if you want to be on his show, if you're into writing anything musical, this will be your show. I saw somebody in the comments that said they like music shows. So Fridays at 11, Emoji J's right there in the comments. Hit him with the favorite. Message him to be on West Side Show. I think I haven't done your show. I need to get on there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Anytime. Emoji J, man, you got to make that happen.
So somebody in the comments said spoken poetry.
Yes, I love spoken word on it. Of course, I love it.
Okay.
for me, whatever you do is about being just prepared for the show. So when you do your musical part, when I ask you to tell me the lyrics, if you can do that smoothly and know what you're doing with that or whatnot, it makes it a lot more smoother. Because we've had guests come on, and the freestyle is what I don't let happen on the show because I don't want it to seem all over the place. You know, you don't like watching anything that's all over the place. So that was one thing and stuff.
All right. Well, thank you. I know you're busy, but you guys make sure to hit Westside with the favorite. If you guys want to be on the show, oh, you can sing. Period text. We're gonna get you on there. Make sure you hit with the favorite. Emoji is his admin. I'm gonna be on his show very soon. Get into it. He also has an auction this weekend. He's gonna tell you.
Yeah, definitely, y'all. And please make sure you support Travel Bay. It's a travel auction this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is gonna be so fun. I got an outfit that's gonna make y'all want to look at Black Panther again. I'm just gonna say that.
All right. Well, thank you, Lil. I appreciate you for being here. All right, guys. Next, we're going to bring in, and we're doing really good on time. Next, we're going to bring in Hoops. He's going to plug his show for you guys. Holly, I saw you're here. If you want to hop in the box and plug your show, I would love to have you do it. If there's another featured host that's here that wants to hop in the box, just hit the box and I would definitely bring you in. Hey, Hoops.
Hey, how's it going? Hi, everybody.
So what is it about your show?
So I do a show on here called Search for the Star. It's an audition-based talent show where we have 3 musically inclined judges, also singers and rappers come on. They sing, and then we have judges that critique them based on their performances. We have eliminations until we eliminate a winner. We actually just had auditions this past Tuesday. We've got more tomorrow. So yeah, it's a great show. I've been doing it here on the app for 19 seasons now.
Wow.
So
and what day and time is your show?
It's every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And yeah, anybody that sings or raps, a lot of the times what I like to do is I like to kind of have themes every week correlated with the show so that, you know, I can have individuals kind of test their vocal abilities and also with the judges' help and direction, you know, that kind of will determine how far they make it in the competition.
Okay.
It's usually over the course of about a 4-week period.
Okay, so listen, I can imagine that has to be a tough show to get guests for, or unless you're like constantly in the stream trying to see who's musically inclined.
You know, I've just noticed that as the show has progressed, not only has the talent progressed, but just the amount of interest and the amount of people that are like, wow, I had no idea that this even existed. And it was just so awesome to see that they wanted to continue to come back, even if they were to get eliminated, to try again.
They can come back again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So listen, guys, if you're in the comments and you think you are talented, I will come on the show, but I don't really think that would be good for me and my self-esteem. So I'm gonna not try to audition, but if you are into music, this is a show for you. Make sure you guys fave Hoops. Do you admin for yourself?
Yes, I do admin for myself. I do a lot of recruiting around the app. I go to people's streams. I like to sit in there and just kind of, you know, watch and see who's singing on the app. And we're like, hey, you know what? There might be a show that I might want you to get on. So, you know, come by. It really is, you know, something that's really changed my life as a streamer. Just getting to see people grow, you know, as musicians, being able to spread that positive love and energy, you know, and just have everybody kind of just be in one place to listen to so many different styles of music. It's amazing.
Facts. And I know you guys are probably always hearing, like, even if you hear someone like, oh my God, this person is really talented, tell them, say, hey, you need to go find Top Batch Hoops. He has a show that you can be on. Send them his way for sure. All right, make sure you guys favorite Hoops. Tell me what makes the best type of guest for you.
I would just say that, you know, I love seeing somebody, for me, who is maybe necessarily timid and shy in the beginning, and then as the show progresses, you see them blossom and grow and continue to just become better as the weeks progress. Because a lot of what the judges say as far as the critiques, they take that into consideration and they come back stronger the next week. And who knows, they might actually get the win, you know, or you might get eliminated, but guess what? You can still come back and try again. So.
Okay, so Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock, He has his show. If you guys want to go on there, go. Even if you don't want to be on the show, go support it. You will see him on the banner. If you've never been to his show, promise me that you guys are going to check it out this Tuesday. Then you're going to fall in love with it. And you're going to be there.
Also, I just want to plug real quick.
Okay.
We have more auditions tomorrow. So if you do sing,
What time
at
tomorrow?
8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, I'll be holding some more auditions. We also have the results show from Tuesday. So everybody that auditioned on Tuesday, we're going to be revealing who made it on to the actual live rounds of the show, which is for.
I think I'm going to give it a try. I'm feeling a song in my spirit. I think I'm going to be there to audition tomorrow.
We actually had a top badge audition on Tuesday. It was really cool, to be honest, because I don't get many top badges to audition, but I'll tell you what, it's always good to see my top badges in there, because
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Y'all make sure y'all favorite hoops. More auditions at 8.
Yes, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys would like to be on the show, you can follow my IG, as all that stuff is in my bio.
Perfect. Tuesdays at 10 is his show on feature, but tomorrow there's more auditions at 8. Thank you so much, Hoops. I appreciate you, love.
No problem.
Right,
have a good Thursday. Bye.
Thank you. We're going to bring in Holly real quick, and she's going to plug her show today. Her show's today. No, not today. No, not.
You can see me? I can't see me.
Yes, I see. You look beautiful, Queen.
Oh, I just got off work, but I can't see myself on the screen. That's weird.
Okay. That's okay.
Can't see, really? Oh well. Anyway, the show will be coming back in September. We are taking a break. I've been doing the show for close to 2 years nonstop. Mm-hmm. So we did take a break from the show. It will be coming back in September. I was looking for people for a cooking competition, just to give me a little break. I don't know if y'all know, but food is expensive. Okay, food is very expensive.
Me and Jillian do it. Look, me and Jillian do it.
Oh, if you are very much so interested in a cooking competition, please message me on DMs on Instagram. I would love to have you.
Jillian and Cajun, all three of us.
Yes, go ahead and message me. The only kicker is that you have to have seen an episode of Beautiful Plates. You have to have seen it. If you haven't seen it, then it's a no. It's a no for me, dog. As far as like what I'm looking for well organized people who are actually willing to show their countertops, right? Someone who has, who can